I know you guys want to know, like, if my husband moved back in, did I take him back? Or did I kick him to the curb? Like, what did I do? Did I take him back after he left? I mean, he literally did rip my heart out of my chest. I am here with another video. I am a bit exposed. I'm sorry. This video is gonna be a little bit different. It's not gonna be a vlog. This is just me sitting down talking to you guys about what's going on. Well, rather, I'm lying down because I'm on my bed, but this is gonna be me coming to you guys and talking to you about what's been going on, like what's currently going on. And I want to be completely transparent, completely honest about what it is that's been going on with me in my household and whatnot. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of you guys that has been supporting me on this journey. I do not regret this journey at all, because without y'all, I don't even know if I would have managed. I don't know, like, just the amount of support I got from y'all was just amazing. Like, it still is. Like, the support is still coming through. And let me tell you, sometimes strangers, complete strangers, can be such freaking blessing, even more than your family, seriously, because some of y'all are just amazing. I didn't know people like y'all existed, like, seriously, because even me, like, I've watched videos with people that are going through things and I never make any comment. I never show no support. I'll feel bad, but I'll never stop to make a comment and show no support. Not to say I didn't feel bad, but I'm just like, what am I gonna say to you to make you feel better? But a lot of you guys didn't think that way. You came, you made your comments. Even if it was just a heart emoji, y'all will leave that. And let me tell you something. Your girl appreciated, okay? I meant to do my heart, not my boobs, but I really appreciate you guys so freaking much. I appreciate it, okay? Anyway, you know, I always say it because I know a lot of people haven't been following their journey since everything went down. So I want to start off by saying that on April 1st, 2024, my husband of 11 years came into this very bedroom while I was sitting right there and told me that he was leaving, that he wants a divorce. He was out like a kite in the sky. And let me tell you, I freaking lost it. I didn't know what to do. I sat on my emotions for like 5 days before I uploaded the first video on YouTube. And when I uploaded the first video, it was kind of like a diary. By the way, this is a diary for me. So I want to note that today is Thursday, June 6th, and it is approximately 1:05 p.m. I just like to do that just to go back and look at my journey and to see where I was in my journey. But even though you guys come on here and you guys give me your support, which I do appreciate, I think it'd be helpful if you guys really know who I am and why I'm the way I am. So first and foremost, I am originally from the island of Jamaica. A lot of you guys ask, where are you from? You have an accent, blah, blah, blah. So yes, I'm a Jamaican. Booyaka, booyaka. Being silly, that's so embarrassing. But yes, I am from Jamaica. I came here at the age of 14. So I've been here for the past 25 years. Don't check my age. So yes, I'm an old lady. I grew up in a very wholesome environment. I would say that I grew up very sheltered. Like, my experience growing up in Jamaica is probably so different from your experience. Like, I didn't do a lot of things by myself, and that could be because I came here when I was still a child. Like, I left the island when I was still a child. I grew up very sheltered and with a very strict aunt that was very paranoid about safety and stuff like that, which you kind of have to be, because let's be honest, you know, Jamaica is a rough island, okay? And she wanted to be rather safe than sorry. She didn't want no teenage pregnancies. She didn't want us in any violent situation. She didn't want us doing any of that. So I started to so I grew up very sheltered. Also, God was a very big part of our lives. Like my aunt that I grew up with, for the most part, while I was there, she wasn't super religious, but she was very, very big on God and following the teachings of God. And, God is to be feared and whatnot, whatnot, but he's also to be glorified and honored and loved and all that good stuff. And a part of that is to follow his teachings, right? So, she was very giving, very generous, right? Like, she's the type of person that would, like, adopt cats and dogs and people. I literally, like, she's adopted a good couple of people, okay? And I grew up seeing that, and I just admired that. And I think of all the kids that grew up in that household, I kind of like soaked that up the most, because I liked that. Like, I liked being kind, and I like to see other people being blessed, so I like to bless people, right? So I grew up on learning how to be giving, be grateful for what you have, treating people well, being forgiving, because you never know when you're going to need that, right? You never know when you're going to need someone to be there for you. And you never know when you're going to mess up and you're going to need forgiveness. So always forgive, always do that, right? Anyway, so that's kind of like how I grew up. Anyway, well, I'm getting distracted and I don't want to edit. I really don't want to edit. So whatever mistake I make, I'm sorry. I'm not going to edit it out. This is going to be a straight video. But anyway, guys, I know you guys want to know, like, if my husband moved back in, did I take him back? Or did I kick him to the curb? Like, what did I do? Did I take him back after he left? I mean, he literally did rip my heart out of my chest. Okay. So did I take him back? Now, I'm here to say that a week ago, my husband, once again, for like the 20th time, told me that he really want to come home. He misses his girls. He misses me. He feels like he really messed up when he left, especially in the manner that he did. He was frustrated. He was frustrated with the arguments that we were having. We were having the same arguments over and over and over. And he was just frustrated and whatnot. That I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that's what he said. I know some guys say they don't care how frustrated they are. They'll never get up and just leave the way he did. That's what he did. Okay, can't say I would do it either. Like, I can't imagine me leaving my family either, but here we are. Anyway, I decided that I was gonna do what I thought was right, and I was gonna allow him to come back. I was gonna allow him to come back only if he really, really wanted to be here, and if he was really willing to do the work. And he's been saying, I want to do the work. I'm ready. I want to do it, blah, blah, blah. So we have been doing therapy. As a matter of fact, he had his first individual session, because we have couples therapy, but we also have individual therapy where we could talk to the therapist about what we're feeling, what's been going on with us as individuals. And he had his first yesterday, and he hasn't been able to shut up about it. I think he has now, like, found the beauty in opening up and communicating, and I think he likes the feeling. He feels light, he feels airy, so he's been talking like a lot, okay? Which is weird. With my husband, communication would be so difficult, because he would literally, you'd have to ask him a question to get an answer, and good luck getting an answer. So it was always kind of like difficult. So now to see him initiate conversations and to see him wanting to communicate is so, like, weird, but it is so refreshing. So I'm glad that he's just willing. I don't know what changed. A lot of people may say, oh, he realized that the grass wasn't greener, blah, blah, blah. Who knows? Does it matter? I guess it does. But at the end of the day, I'm benefiting from the fact that the grass wasn't greener. And I'm not talking in terms of, oh, it was another woman. It was just him seeking refuge somehow and realizing that refuge wasn't as great, or it wasn't what he thought it was going to be. Okay. When he left, he realized that, damn, I really want to be here. Right. I'm happy to have my husband back home because my husband was always my right hand. Okay, he's a very super 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 hands-on dad. Okay, to our girls. He doesn't try to run away from his responsibility when it comes to them. You know, and even though he had left and he didn't leave me with what I consider to be resources, you know, of course he did come around and did ask me what the kids need. He was constantly sending me money, constantly giving me money for groceries, constantly giving me money for the kids, constantly just sending money. Okay, so he never stopped doing that. Okay, he was still paying the rent. He would send the rent every single month. Not every single month, but he left for 2 months. But for the 2 months he was out, he did pay the rent, and he's continuing to do that. So yeah. So I'm glad to say that he's here and whatnot. Now, we've been going out a lot. We've been doing something that we haven't done since our kids were born, and that's been like dating. Like someone had suggested under the comment section that we go on dates, and we have been doing that. Last night we went out, you know, to a Jamaican restaurant. You know, I ate the rice and peas and the oxtail. He got the fish with the rasta pasta and, you know, listening to music. It was beautiful. And, you know, he bought me flowers. It's in the kitchen right now. Maybe I should go get it. No. You guys believe me, right? Yeah. So so it's like dating again. He's excited to be here. I could see the big complete change. So it's been very nice having him here, having him communicate, talk, and all that good stuff. So I've been enjoying his company, and I'm feeling very optimistic, but very, very nervous. Okay. And I think in the next, in another video, I'm going to talk about, like, you know, what happens when you take someone back after they violated your trust. And, you know, after like the dynamic changes, like what happens when you forgive someone like your husband or your wife, and like how is that different? So in another video, I'm going to talk about that. But for now, I just want to update you guys on the fact that we are back together, back to trying to work things out. My kids are extremely happy. They're all over him. He's enjoying every part of it. You know, we all feel like a family again. He's been answering my questions. He hasn't been dodging them. He has a real issue with communication. I don't think he realized that. But sometimes even now, that when he comes home and I'm asking him a question, I'm like kind of like trying to figure things out, he'll like go off and derail from the conversation, and then I'll just bring him back over, like, you're getting away from the question. Like, just answer the question. Don't overthink it. Just answer. You're not gonna be punished for the answer. There's no wrong answer. I'm not going to leave if you answer in the way that I don't want you to answer. I just want to honestly know what you think about this situation, or why this happened, or whatever, you know. And then he'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, he'll catch himself. So he does have an issue with communicating in a very effective way. But, you know, the therapist has also been noticing it. So whenever he doesn't answer a question directly, she'll say, okay, we need a more direct answer. If you can, if it's possible, give a more direct answer. And you'll see him give a more direct answer. So we're kind of like, you know, working on him communicating and stuff like that. So yeah. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it for the updates. Like I said, I'm going to post another video. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that vlog. You know, the saga continues, because now that my husband is here, it does present other problems, like with trust and how to just go about things, because I am struggling with that. And I'm struggling with a little bit of resentment, a little bit of anger. So like, I want to let you guys know how I've been coping and how I've been dealing with that, you know, in case you guys are going through anything similar. All right. Okay, guys. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.